like everybody walks away from me. I wanna grow up, but I'm still after my dreams. I try my best to make sure everyone's happy. Too many things are burning right behind my eyes. The poverty, cars around trees, the suicides. Losing count of all the times that I should have died. Is it cool if I dump everything that I have ever said or seen onto you? Cause it's getting so heavy. Is it safe to say I'm lost in my way? I'm trying oh so hard to say I'm drowning in the world we live today. Is it cool with you? Is it cool with you? Sometimes I tear up when I look up in the sky. When I was a kid, I had a dog I watched her die. Starting to think that I'll never really know why. I'm doing battle with the thoughts up in my head. I keep the bad ones in a box under my bed. Countless times that I started to wish I was dead. Is it cool if I dump everything that I have ever said or seen onto you? Cause it's getting so heavy. Is it safe to say I'm lost in my way? I'm trying oh so hard to say I'm drowning in the world we live today. Is it cool with you? Is it cool with you? Is it cool if I dump everything that I have ever said or seen onto you? Cause it's getting so heavy. Is it safe to say I'm lost in my way? I'm trying oh so hard to say I'm drowning in the world we live today. Is it cool with you? Is it cool with you? Is it cool with you? Is it cool with you?
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Fishman. How we doing today, huh? Hope it's well. Yeah. So, exciting news. We are about to take our first look live on Twitch of Solar Expanse. It hits early access tomorrow, April 9th, 2006, or it hits yeah, whatever. Yeah, it hits Steam early access tomorrow. So I think that's kind of exciting. Um again, they gave me Keymailer gave me a look at the game before it released, and we've had some pretty good visibility over on um, YouTube from it, which is exciting. I saw you play this on YouTube, and this is actually going to be the continuation of YouTube play. So that is cool. Yeah. And we'll probably end up launching this on the tubes of you as well. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the game, shall we? Get it going. Boop. Yes, that is the link. And here we are. So as I pointed out in the YouTube video, right, they've got a lot of cool stuff that they're adding to the game down the road. Really, most of what I've run into so far for the anything that hasn't been dropped yet, a lot of it seems to be in the building of the game or the start of a new game, as opposed to oh, well, apparently we're starting fresh. So they have dropped a few updates. So I guess we're starting new. All right. We're going to stick with NASA. So these are, again, all of the stuff blocked out. That it will be released later on as they develop more. Again, to release more stuff as they develop more. I'm assuming you'll start with more tech if the later you start. China to be our rival. Cool. We'll go ahead and enable tutorial because, you know, still new at this myself. We've only played about an hour and a half. I do dig how epic a lot of the background music is. Ugh. Welcome, Director. Your mission is to lead us in the conquest of the solar system and beyond. We are about to schedule our first flights into space, then to the moon and other planets. Eventually, we'll colonize, terraform, and perhaps one day venture to the stars. I'll be your assistant. Look for tutorial information on the top left corner. Up there. Alright, click on Earth. Plan a mission. We want to go to Leo orbit. Well, Earth orbit, not necessarily Leo. It doesn't really specify. Orbital container. Add module. Space telescope. Launch vehicles are optimized for moving things from Earth or from surface to orbit, but aren't capable of traveling to other planets. They're primarily used for launching cargo and spacecraft from Earth's surface or other planets, where either gravity is high or a given spacecraft lacks thrust. So, Sparrow has a small capacity, right? Less than, or 10 tons or less. And our cargo is less than 10 tons. And it's non-recoverable. So they won't let us... Okay, good. No leftovers. All right. And unpause. There it is. Now it's time to use our new telescope Let's have a look at the exploration panel. Let's try observing Luna. Oh, there we go. Boop. Accept. And we did our contract for $15,000 to explore Luna. We cannot hope to reach further if we don't start with our closest neighbor. It's time to send a probe. So our new mission is to build the probe, send the probe from Earth to Luna. Please select Earth. Build Iris. Simple module or simple disposable low mass craft for delivering probes and modules to distant objects. Accept. Okay, we're building that. Now we're going to speed up time while it does that. In order to examine Luna better, we need to send a probe. Earth, construct facility, probe. Accept. And before we speed up, we're going to go ahead to come down here. I know I'm getting ahead of the tutorial, but we've done it once before. They're going to want us to research Stratos, so that can get us a little bit ahead of the curve. You doing okay, bud? You sound a little down. I am doing fine. I just happened to take a nap after work, and literally woke up before I started stream it at 6 instead, or 4 instead of 6 instead of 4. So getting them gears rolling. Yeah. Open object panel. Bloop. Select Earth, open object panel. Okay. So we're sending it to Luna. Spacecraft and vehicles are designed for traveling between planets. What up, yeet? Yeet in the house. Hope you're doing well, friendo. And they are they vary greatly in thrust and efficiency, with some being able to launch from low-gravity worlds unassisted, while others travel great distances with minimal fuel. They are the primary way of transporting cargo and crew between places. Okay. The probe's already selected. So, Sparrow to launch that. with a probe. Okay. Three needs at least one. So wait. Yeah. Okay. And then speed up for the moment. Hope work hasn't kept you too busy. So if you notice, it's showing its flight path, where it's going to stop, which is where the two shall meet. Contract complete. Explorer Luna. Touchdown confirmed. Data feed established. We'll be getting survey data on research position dispositions. Deposits. Soon find out what riches lay on the moon. And now it's doing the research stuff. Earth. Where's our telescope? Or is it kind of just doing its own thing now? That was something I never really looked into before. You. Telescope. Mode idle. Observe. Mars. Accept. And then let's go ahead and speed it up a little. Research is completed, is what he's telling us up there. Increase. Okay. Improve capsule construction. That's a huge time. Terraforming is going to be a huge time. Whew. All right. Spin launch. We'll start researching that. I don't know that we'll finish it. X. And now we need to construct a Stratos. Accept. Actually, we're making water, we're making electrolysis. Production. There. Uh-huh. We're learning things about Mars. This here.
I'm all jacked up on
Exploring
Mount
Mars.
Dew.
What up, Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi! Hey, welcome in, Guardian. I think it feels like a good level of complication. There's a little bit of a learning curve. So this is I have a YouTube video that shows an hour and a half ish of play for my first experience with the game. Unfortunately, that save isn't working, which, you know, I assume would happen at some point because this is pre-early access. But I've been enjoying it. Like right now, we're building our spacecraft. We're doing some research. We're learning about Mars with our telescope. All right, we built our Stratos. So our mission's over here. We need to construct an Eagle launch vehicle. So the cool thing is Eagles are reusable. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I know I'm going to need one of these. So here's all of our resources. Hope you're doing well, Mr. Oz. This is all our available resources. Here's all the deposits we have that we can chase after. And then on Earth, we're play No Man's Sky. I have not played No Man's Sky. I think it's on my Steam wish list. I mean, it's on the plan. It's on the plan. Blasphemy. Everyone should play it. Yeah. Self-generating game. No, I'm not a fan of No Man's Sky. All right. So we're building our launch vehicle. We've built that. We already have one crewed compartment. Okay. Oh, we do have it. Orbital construction is going to be an upcoming mission. Does that mean the sky is full of only women? Count me in. Also, hi, Ozzy. You get it to name planets that have not been discovered. Well, in this game, I can eventually travel outside the solar system. Allegedly. All right. We've got our Eagle being built. I mean, you get to name pretty much everything. All right, we're going to do one-time speed here while it's cooking. Actually, let's see here. 91 days. We'll speed it up a little bit. True. I heard not. Cool. We built our refining facility. We have our people working on it. I heard not until it leaves EA, though. No. While you're in EA, you can just pay for the extra DLC to be able to name everything. All right. We're for less than 40 days for that. Let's check on our telescope. Exploring. Cool. It's not idle anymore, and it's doing its own thing. Eagle 8765. What's gonna play on the mission? We're just gonna pop over here real quick. Okay, so our Earth facility is doing a lot of autonomous looking as well. So let's plan this mission out, shall we? We want to go to the moon. Next. Have to use that one. Next. Add a module. Crewed compartment. Cool. Next. Use our Eagle. Next. Supplies represent food, oxygen, water. and other necessities for human survival in space. They can be made on farms or purchased on Earth and are acquired by humans in transport to survive the trip. If they're trapped for an extended period without supplies, they will die. If spacecraft's supplies capacity is too low, load additional supplies in the cargo hold. Humans in habitats consume less supplies. They can also survive without supplies. However, without them, they won't do any work as they are too busy keeping themselves alive. Any sign of Artemis 2? No. So NASA has a Twitch channel and they've been doing a lot of live looks, a lot of live streams from Artemis 2. So, kind of cool. No, I mean to leave the system in this game. Oh, you're saying I heard not until it leaves early access, not EA as in the company. Got it. I'm tracking now. I thought you were implying that EA owned No Man's Sky. What up, Sky? And we are building stuff, yes. Touchdown! So, boop. Wait, where's Luna? There's Luna. Cool. Now we can begin the return trip. EA Sports. It's in the game for an extra DLC. Day 1 launch. Buy the DLC. So how comes you on so late tonight? I took a nap after work and Origin Luna, destination Earth. Boop. Stratos. Next. Add module. Crew. Next. We don't need a launch vehicle because we're launching from low gravity. Yeah, they're all the best, except when they interrupt your plans. All right, how are we doing with this? Still got like 2 years left on that. And there she is! Contract completed. Lunar landing. Crew landed successfully with no issues. The news is already talking about this. We made history today. It's been decades since anybody achieved it. We've unlocked space dock and explore Mars. Okay, so here's our 2 new missions. Houston, we have a problem. Not enough cheese on the moon. I repeat, not enough cheese on the moon. All right. Probably want an Iris to launch that. Cargo capacity 2 tons. Already in use. How many tons is this? Mass 50 tons. Okay. We're building the Falcon. We've got 69 days. All right. Giggity giggity. We are generating fuel. I think the next thing is that we want to produce metals. We have to research that though. Fusion theory, observation. High temperature superconductors, not worried about that at the moment. Hell, computing. I mean, learning the computing stuff increases research speed. That's some long research times. We are working on that because we want to get towards the space elevator. I feel like that would be super useful to have. All right, we'll worry about those later. Biotech just unlocks that tree. Debris shield reduces mass by 10%. That sounds good. Of course, geothermal sounds really good too. I am looking for production boost. Materials, space alloy. Increases production smelting by 5%. Polymer production. Oh. Okay. Yeah, okay. Earth. So we have this built. Oh, in 4 days it's built. And it's 20 tons, so we'll need the Falcon, because I think this only gives us 2 tons. Yep. So building the Falcon is nice. Falcon info 42, and this gives us 800. So we can, in fact, do that pre... Okay. Ships, plenty. Polymer facility. That's what we would probably like. Production, mining. Oh, that's where I need to look. Let's build that. That should be... What the heck? That was... What? I don't understand what just happened on the sound side, because that is not a redeem of mine. So, oh, okay. Someone redeemed a blurb. Yugen! Okay. I was so confused. I forgot I have those enabled. And you definitely got me good. Your star in your eyes. Okay, well, you got me. You got him. Yeah, we definitely want to build that. Consumes water. Yeah, we're cool with that. Alloy smelting. On top of that. Oh, no. Polymer first. That'll give us cool. All right. So, we're building that. We're going to have to build another one of these. Okay. And probably another probe. Yugen! Cool. All right. That being said, let's speed up some time, shall we? Orbital construction complete. I think Iris doesn't give us enough tonnage. Okay, cool. Now we have mineral income. Cool. We have mineral income. We have the Falcone. Let's get... Let's see if we can get that orbital payload container has a huge capacity. Sweet. So let's see. I didn't play with this last time. Let's do that. Let's add a module. Let's add resources. So we want 25 tons of that. 50 tons of that. And 150 tons of that. So we can do the Eagle. We can't do the Falcone. Oh, the Falcone is going to be for... Cool. This has no extra fuel in it, so let's go. Let's plan that mission. I think me and Mustard are already spaced out, man. What the hell? Wait a minute. You were not supposed to send that much into space for that one. Oh, I forgot to change. All right, that's not close enough. Okay. That was my bad. That was my bad. This here, no. Orbit. Do I have a spacecraft? I don't. Well, shoot. Earth orbit. Next. Add module. Probe. Next. Falchone. Wait. Back. Get rid of that. Oh, no, that's not going to work. That's... Oh, no, that's right. No. Okay. Earth. Plan. To low Earth orbit, or to Earth orbit, next. To Iris, next. Okay, no, all right, I'll figure it. I'll figure it. This here, I need to send that back. Look at how gray and dark the Earth is. It's depressed, just like the rest of us and our childhood fast food restaurants. I'm high, but depressed. Gross, Ozzy. Gross. All right. So, in theory, I could have started off with all of the resources I needed on that space dock. Or for the space dock. But I done screwed up Aaron. Exploration. Okay, cool. They're both... Cool. All right. Well, I guess we'll just accept that screw up for now. Production. I can't apparently produce. Oh, I bet that's because I don't have that learned yet. All right. Well, we have our metal being built. Power. Habitation. Self-sufficient outpost for remote places. Allows a crew of 10 to operate in rough conditions without support, but is impractical to expand into a colony. And then this here... becomes the colony. Oh, we have habitations. Capacity is for 200 per... Long-term shelter with integrated power source can be packed as cargo and deployed immediately to house up to 20 without additional infrastructure on location or supplies as in any other habitation. All right. I can definitely buy more as I need it. Cool. So we have that. We're building the probe. We're building fuel, so I feel like Earth orbit next. Wait, payload container holds a lot of stuff. Let's do the payload container. Next, add resources, not electronics. We want alloys, and we want polymers. For polymer, 50 alloys. Are we... What? Okay. Can't do that. I'll have to do that. Okay. So let's back up our plan to this and make this 150. Next. We'll do that when we can. Next. Flight plan. August 29th. Who's getting probed? You are. It's all part of the plan. Cool, that's going. Resource. P1 Haley. Let's make sure that this stuff is doing things. We completed our polymer factory. This requires... Oh, okay. I see why that's... Okay. Cool. We have our construction ready to start there. And then I think under mining, we need a carbon mine. Yes. So for here, we can plan this. We're going to Mars. Next. I believe... Select the spacecraft for the mission. This is a probing mission, so you only need the iris. Okay. Cool. Add module, probe. Next, because it's so light. And then select the newly built reusable vehicle, Falcon. It cannot carry as much as the Eagle, but is more efficient. Cool. That there. So this here is explaining that we have this thing called a pork chop graph, which is this thing here, or that thing there, right? And we can like manually drag it to the window we want to use. Or we can have it use the most fuel efficient or the quickest route, right? The fastest or the optimal. So I'm going to go with fastest. Yeah, I mean, they're both easy, right? It automatically, so if we zoom out here, scroll wheel to zoom out, right mouse to change the angle, right? I can sit here, and this shows where stuff should be and whatever, how much extra fuel things will take. Right? So if I do the fastest, it'll be a 7-month-ish window, mission length. If I do optimal, it's gonna end up waiting till July 25th to launch, but it'll take us a lot longer, and it only saves us 1 ton of fuel. So we're going to use the fastest route because it's a lot of months quicker. And then before we speed things up a little bit, let's come to Earth. Go to orbital. Go to the constructor. Module facility. Orbital dock. Accept. What's this? Upkeep. But it consumes water. Okay. Accept. So now we're building our first actual space or orbital shipyard. So that's cool. While Earth does its thing, we found another comet. So, see, and it does differentiate between inner and outer system, or asteroid belt, and then outer solar system. So that's kind of cool. Yes, like a chocolate. Cool. All right, let's speed it up a little bit. Let's see what we're... All right, so power. So we still have a surplus of 4E. Let's slow down this a little bit. So this is showing that by the time it gets over to here, so will Mars. We've got our spin launch. It's going to be less than a year. We're finding all kinds of goodies. Oh, and there's our contract completed for the space dock. Space dock is ready. This is where we will build our future interplanetary vehicles and set off to further space excursions. Cool. Lunar Depot contract. Humans on Mars contract. In order to unlock humans on Mars contract. And cyclical missions. Cool. Lunar Depot. It was once said that once you're in orbit, you're halfway to anywhere. This makes it the ideal place for refueling, or for a refueling point for any flights to our outer system. To keep the dock stocked, make sure to set up cyclical flights from a fuel production base on planets such as Luna or Diomis. It's cheaper than launching from Earth's surface. So deliver a mobile refinery to Luna, deliver a mining module to Luna, plan cyclical missions from Luna to Earth orbit, lasting fuel lasting 3 cycles. Cool. All right, so Earth, the final frontier. Modules. Fuel refinery. This is going to take water. Okay, cool. I get it. So we need that. And the drilling module. Drilling module extracts a little bit of everything. I like it. So we'll also build that. These are the voyages of the USS Fishman. 60 and 30 days. That's a little over a year out. All right, we got those building. We got that going. That's built. How heavy are you? 25 tons. And how heavy are you? 15 tons. So probably after the Falcon gets back. I think the Falcon just got back. No, it didn't. Okay. Okay. Nope. Got it. This is heading to Mars. And they're going to meet, the two shall meet over there. All right. Cool. Nope. Going back to Earth. Go back to Earth. Okay. So we got both of those. We've got the Falcon back. Falcon does 42 tons. 15 plus 25. 40 tons. So we can actually do this to the moon next. Stratos next. Add module. Oh, I have to crew it? Add module. Mining. Next. Falcon. Next. Okay. Schedule. So that will be launching here shortly. It was also... so will you be trying Artem when it released? Wait, the Enterprise is actually the very first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. It is, in fact, and the first nuclear aircraft carrier to be decommissioned. It was also the longest vessel ever built. Maybe for its time. But the newer carriers are all bigger. All right, let's go to the moon. Do I need people? I don't need people for this. Good. Okay. So now we are regularly extracting at a net positive. I don't think I want to leave Stratos up there. It only has 125 days left. Let's see here. What are other options? What's this? Spacecraft, nuclear powered. Okay, you know what? Sure, we'll do that. We'll build us a new Stratos. How fast are we producing that? Not very fast. Can I upgrade that at all? So I'm creating carbon. 5 a day. And that uses 0.4. So let's actually build us a second one of those. Oh, shoot. I never built this. That's my bad, y'all. That's my bad. Because then that uses... Yes, I know I can't turn it off because it's not built yet. Info. Consumes... So, okay. All right, now we're starting to actually get into the gritty of the nitty. I have not heard of Ardum. Name your spacecraft, Fish Enterprise. I don't know that I can actually name them at this point in the game. But I probably would. Yeah, we'll buy that. And a bag of chips. Okay. Let's do this. How's our... Oh, look at that. They're getting close. And there's one of the asteroids. Here they come. They're getting ready to meet. A maneuver. Explore Mars. Aerobrake maneuver and soft landing went off without a hitch. We are receiving our first photos of the red planet. Great job, everyone. We'll have a wealth of information on resources we can find on the planet. Preparation for human landing on Mars is the next mission that unlocked. And gravitational slingshot, which we almost have finished researching. The gritty of the nitty? Okay. Plan a Selena mission to Mars or Jupiter orbit. Immediately plan the next mission to Pluto using gravity assist. Interesting. All right. We are now officially in new territory from where I was at in the tutorial, and I'm actually doing a little better on time than I was in the tutorial as well. So we want to send a mining module and construction equipment to Mars. All right. Which definitely means we'll want a better thing. So this is only 5 tons. Interesting. Okay. Oh, and show research. I like it. Back to research. That creates another... Advanced electric spacecraft designed for slow but efficient travel. Okay. Make sure you wipe properly. You don't want to get a UTI. Oh, okay, lol. Be careful of Uranus. Oh my god, lol, yes. You don't want a UTI. That would be painful. Okay, wait. The Hermes... long distance capability of landing. Okay. And this is first true nuclear powered. Okay. The sun slow, though slow and limited by distance from the sun, they require no fuel or propellant. Our space requires adapting our material. Honestly, I feel like that might be the next thing to do. Launch vehicles, accelerated attack. So it's one of the requirements for that. Room temperature superconductors. Where the heck is that? Wait a minute. If I click on that, it pulls me over there. Okay, okay. Because we got 46 days till our next research becomes available. I think that will be our next thing. Maybe. Rich ores always be found in space. Requirement unlocks helium extraction, radioisotope isolation. Oh, okay. That's gonna be our next thing. Regolith sifting. Cool. Stretch. Oh, neck pops feel amazing. Okay. So. Yeah, stuff building there. Orbital constructor. What all can we build from up here? Well, okay, we can build modules. This allows us to do... Okay, that generates power. And stores power. Okay. That's good to know. Current habitability 40%. Survive here. All right. So that's modules. So then okay. The telescope. Okay. Okay. Wait, can I build spacecraft from here? I can! Holy nuggets! Okay. 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 Sorry, we're learning this as we go along. Deal with it. Mah, 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 mah. Mah, 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 mah. Habitation. Nuclear reactor. But we don't have anything there. Oh, okay. So we need production. We probably want some food of some kind to be built. Mining. Okay. Oh, what did I just do? I just did something. Okay. Nope. There we go. So... hydroponics. Does it have to be... Okay, so that'll be our next thing, is biotech and then hydroponics. Okay. All right. While stuff builds, as soon as that's done, pause it. Research. Biotech. Cool. Earth. We're still finishing up our Stratos there. Moon. All right. Does it matter how much? All right, let's... Mission planner. Plan is cyclical. Cyclical missions are a way to plan recurring missions between two facilities. Assigned spacecraft, launch vehicles, and facilities will automatically perform missions according to set parameters. You can set what resources are to be transported from one location to another, whether the flight should utilize fastest available transfers or fly optimally, and how many times until when the cycle should reoccur. Cool. So we're going to do a cyclical mission to Earth orbit. Next, right? We'll use this Stratos next. Add resources, fuel. From that to there, none, because we're leaving from low gravity. Run optimal after... Three transfers. Okay. Yay! Lunar deposit. With fuel production on the moon, we have an outpost for further excursions into the deep. Now we can really show what we're capable of. Moon base Alpha. Energy. Ground facilities require energy to function. Energy is produced in power facilities. Each type of power facility produces different amounts of energy, depending on circumstances. Solar arrays produce more the closer you are to the sun. Wind sails only work in an atmosphere, while nuclear power provides a lot of energy anywhere, but requires a steady supply of fossils to function. If you don't, say what? I'll put kettle on. Nice. If you don't have enough energy to power all of your facilities fully, they will work at a reduced speed. Unused production facilities only consume power when active. If certain buildings on a planet are not always active, you can consider constructing batteries to stockpile additional energy. So we want construction equipment for Luna, an outpost on Luna, fuel refinery also on Luna, water ice extractor on Luna, solar arrays on Luna, and 10 people living on Luna. Okay, so so that's all our missions right there. Plan a mission with that. Okay. Yep. So Okay, I just want to see here. You has the construction equipment down here already, right? No? Okay, so that won't require peoples. How are we doing on energy anyway? That. Hey friend, I'm gonna lurk, but when you get a chance, check your DMs. Yeah, I will. I saw that you sent me something. I'll make some moon some moonshine. Ah 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 ah. Power. Five per day, requires 2 crew. How are we doing with that? Not very well. Okay, because that's still being built. Alright, we're going to speed up time. Thank you for the lurk. Okay, so there's our cycle. Production complete on Earth. We have 2 of those coming in. We've got polymer starting to come in a little quicker. I like it. That's being built. If I want it to build... Also add that. What just finished? Okay. Mission planning. No. Okay. Cool. That's cool. All right. What's this? Mission list. We don't have any new missions, I don't think. Oh, did that finish doing its cycle? Okay. If the Earth really revolves that fast, we would be we would all be dizzy. It's all relative. I think we're all dizzy anyway. So they do have stuff on the moon. They don't have as nearly as many resources. If I go to orbit, do they have anything in orbit? They do. They have the same stuff in orbit we do, pretty much. Mars. They have a probe with fuel on Mars. Okay. Shoot. All right. Earth. Earth. All right. So, for Mars, we want a mining module. It's going to make us buy... That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Let's speed her up a little. Bio complete. All right. Megalith adaptation increases production of hydroponic farms by that much. We'll do that first. That's a shorter ask. All right, so we have smelting on Earth now. We're getting positive alloys finally. We got our first automod of the stream. Heck yeah. Go Siribot. Outpost created. All right, so we have our outpost. How much to make that? 50? All right, we can wait. We can wait. That requires metal. Metal is still a... Oh, that's silicone. Metal is a negative by 0.3. All right. Shoot. I also don't like the fact that food is in the negative. I mean, it's a super slow drain. But those are modules. We don't want modules. Habitation. Production. Class. Not worried about that. Oh. Oh. I feel like that would be... Screw it. We're learning. If you leave Earth and keep going, at some point, if you look back, we are so small, you should say we don't even exist. You could say we don't even exist. I mean, that's fair. There are some people that argue that we're just an atom in a molecule on a giant's thumb. We do also need more energy production. Can I change the priority? Okay, cool. 50 days, 180 days. I like it. Nice. We got our second spam bot blocked by Siribot. How exciting is that? Cool. We'll handle our energy crisis. All right. I want to see about doing... Oh, I think I figured it out. Okay. So, on Earth, I want to use... I want to plan a cyclical mission to Earth orbit. Right? Cool. What? Okay. See about that. Add resource. Fly with available cargo. No, 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 no. We don't want cargo from Earth. Earth orbit. I want to get stuff from Earth orbit to Earth. Oh, okay, wait. I have a better idea. Ready? We're going to do this. Plan a mission. Earth orbit to Earth. Cool. Next. Payload container. Next. Add resources. Next. Nope, need a launch vehicle. Cool. We're getting our stuff and things back. On the moon, we currently have fuel, some food, silicone, and a lot of water. What can I build here? I can build literally nothing here because I don't have a construction site there. That mining module is for Mars. Okay. Okay. Cool. Boom. Look at that. We have the power. Yeah. Habitation. How are we doing on building this up? 1 ton. Gross. Minerals going down. Yelling timber. All right, let's build some of this stuff. 30 days, and then the power issue will be upped. Well, reduced. Timber! Boom. We have positive net sun game. Tea break. Wop, wop. Cool. Let's also plan... Oh, right, minerals. We need more metal. Metal. Cool. We're trying to not be completely dependent on having to buy stuff. Uh-huh. Oh, they want us to construct all that stuff on Luna. Poo. Well, we have a hab. Module. Construction. We need 50. All right. I think we have time before it. Heck yeah, that should reduce the amount of fuel significantly. All right, pause this. We've caught up with what we're building there. All right. Fuel is coming. So where are we at now? 27. Why is that red? All right, let's produce. Have a good one, fish. See you on sat. Have fun with the game. Earth pick looks pretty. Have tea and smoke. BRB. All right, Riney, if you're heading out, good night. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate your attendance. All right. Yeah. Cool. Good night, human. How you liking the game from what you've seen so far, Guardian? I'm sure I'm not the most efficient one at this, but okay. So the construction is finished. How much metal do we have coming in? Been AFK-ish, but it looks a lot logistical. Yeah, it's a management sim. And feel free to be AFK as much as you want. I love my lurkers. I just saw you talking, so I figured I'd ask you a question while you were here. I try not to call out lurkers, so. All right. At least it not as difficult as yes. I tried playing Kerbal and I was just like, this is more in depth than I want in a video game, for me personally. Okay. Plan a mission from Earth to the moon. For me, it was trying to even build a rocket that didn't blow up. Yes. Yeah, I was just like, all right, this is more in depth than I would like to do. Stratos. Add module. This. Wait a minute. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. So if I do this, it will require me that much. If I do this, 1.3 kilotons. Sure, let's do that. There it goes. Boom. It's on the moon. So now I can plan a launch. Facilities enabled. Cool. BRB buddy, mining Jupiter for gas seems a good bet for materials. Possibly. I'm not sure. The further you get in the solar system, the more complicated it can get. But still, yeah. That definitely feels like it's going to start becoming a lot more logistically complex. But hopefully the build up to that point allows for you to get a handle on managing the stuff. I personally would send double the required fuel so you can fuel up and come back from the moon so they don't die. So there's no person on it, and the moon is creating fuel. I have a fuel refinery up there, as well as one mining module already. So I don't necessarily have to worry, and since the moon is low gravity, in theory, I should be able to I meant would save continually building rockets. No, yeah, I probably could have just sent the one back. Next. Beautiful. Let's just send that rocket ship back. Well, so I was planning on that really just being a quick jaunt to the moon, essentially, because we've got our Stratos back. Okay. Farming is almost done. I like that. So now on the moon, in order to build an outpost, I need metal. Okay. So I need to send up food and metal to that. Oh, Anadosian! How you doing, Anno? Is this the new game you sent an announcement about? And howdy. Yes, it is. This is the new space exploration simulator masked as an economy sim. Oh, and we are adding, apparently getting money a month, maybe? I don't know. Marketplace where I can buy stuff. Can I buy things on the moon yet? Nope. Okay. I'm enjoying it. I enjoyed it enough. I got the key for free on Keymailer. They said, just tell people that it releases tomorrow on the 9th, right? They didn't require me to make any other content for the game. I did my first impression, posted it up on Steam or on YouTube. And then from there, I was like, hey, I actually am enjoying this, so I'm going to make some content out of it. There's some additional content out of it. 7 days, dang it, and I hopefully get on the ship graveyard 3 test. 7 days? We do that on Saturday. Simply Blacksmith, thanks for the hydrate. Welcome in, bud. How you doing? Making any cool projects lately? We are looking at the dark side of the moon. It's mysterious as it, you know? Says it starts on the 15th. Okay, so it might have changed since. Let me pull it up. Pull it up. Yep, no, release date April 9th. 2026 for early access. Now, it wasn't there for 2 weeks now. Arm fudged up. Oh, okay. Well, I hope your arm's healing well. I do try to pop in and lurk on you. For anybody who's interested in makers and crafters, Simply Blacksmith does metalworking. I am an aspiring amateur blacksmith. I haven't made any content with it. I haven't done it in a while, actually. But I have a fire pit that I turned into a forge in the backyard. Cool. Yeah, 7 days. No, that's my Saturday stream. But so yeah, definitely check him out for that. Hope it is healing. All 3 joints are gone. Oof. I haven't finished anything. I have a barely started tomahawk. I started making out of a big ass wrench, combination open end box end wrench, and I have basically a knife blank. I do have a video master class from another Smith website that looks really good. It wasn't super expensive. I just need to acquire some stuff from his list. Oh, right. This is for the construction stuff. Habitation. Oh, right. So we were figuring out that we need to send metal to the moon. And probably actually glass and alloys. So let's see here. We have... Oh yeah, be ready for the huge amount of unfinished projects. Yeah. I managed to get a small anvil from Grizzly for like $30. I got most of the tools that I have for it from a pawn shop, super cheap. It was like $2 a tool for a selection of mallets and sledges. For the forge, it's just a wood-fired forge. Although I've done some rudimentary smelting from a secondary hole I dug in the ground and just add charcoal to. Do we have... We don't have that yet. Okay. So let's wait for us to have 1 ton there. Or 10 tons, sorry. Okay. Oh, did you auto switch stuff? Cool. Earth. Production. So I built this. I researched this. It unlocks the hydroponic farm. I want to build one because I don't like having... Ah, here we go. Available facilities, production. Let's build one of these. That should get us to a net positive, and I like that. Damn, need to visit your kind of shops. I spent just on the anvil. Yeah, so I found it on Amazon, but yeah, so I got the anvil actually for free. I bought it off of Amazon. Just a little, what, maybe 12-pound anvil or something, just, you know, for hobby anviling. Probably meant more for farriers, but it was like $30. It got damaged in shipping. Like the back inch of the anvil broke off in shipping. The box was pretty beat up. I hit up Amazon about it. I hit up Amazon about it. Hey, you know, it's good for a starter like me, right? Grizzly got in touch with me within like an hour, and then they were like, the fuck do you damage an anvil? I'll get to that. Grizzly got back to me like, hey, we'd like to send you a replacement anvil. Free of charge. You'll probably be able to keep your old one. And I was like, okay, cool. And then 5 minutes later, they hit me back and said, oh, you bought it from Amazon. Amazon won't let us send you a replacement. We have to send you a refund, but you can feel free to reorder it. Just the back inch missing for a noob like me, whatever, right? So I got a free anvil. So it was the back tapered part. It must have gotten caught under something. And, you know, because they're made in a way that hitting down on them is good, but other directions may not be as effectual or as safe for the hammer because the crystalline structure is not meant for that. Well, you shouldn't be able to. It's a starter anvil. Mine is from 1960s and is still good. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we've got our construction there. Oh, we wanted to plan a mission. Y'all distracted me. I see how it is. We want to send it to Luna next. It was 50 tons of glass. Add resources. Glass. 50. Add module. What modules do we have here? Mining module. We don't want a second mining module, so that's good. Cool. Next. That. No, this. Oh, shoot. I didn't want to. Oh, well. Yes, cancel that mission. Okay. Oops. Almost done. Screwed up again. Ron. I figured once I get more into it, then I'll get a better anvil. Fish out here buying 3D printed anvils. I mean, it's cast. Is cast. This here next, and then I don't need. So that says 11, so 11,112. Okay. Cool. There we go. There it goes. It's on the moon. Moon has... Nope. Moon. We want... Oh, the solar array needs people. I also didn't send the alloy for that. My bad. Dropped you a follow, Simply Blacksmith. Like they are good, but now 10 years of working good. But at least it is an anvil. My first anvil was a piece of railway. So I looked into getting one of the pieces of railroad track, but it was more expensive than the Grizzly Anvil. All right. Well, you, Mr. Your name. Number follower 100. Heck yeah! There you go, Simply Blacksmith. Have you been making content lately? Because I haven't. I've got a list of people. It gets real busy. But I do, like I said, I try to drop in. And I know you said you're healing. Plan a mission. Silicone. From there to Earth. Next. One of these. Next. 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 Okay, so the slider doesn't allow you to drop down beyond what your mission needs, or minimum. Okay. So we got that going. All right, that's back. Earth, or the moon, construct for an outpost, metal and food. Okay. And Earth, we should have our farm getting there. Okay. Okay. So, if I want to go to Luna, actually, yeah, that only gives me 2 tons. I really should. Honestly, I really should. Cool. Not worried about that. Got it. That's building. Outpost. Y'all got me all distracted. I ain't remembering. Plan to start next week again. Doctor said to leave it alone for 3 weeks. So I'm going to go back after 2 and hope for the best. I was going to say you can always do some just chatting stuff out in your shop and talk about like techniques and like the educational side of it, right? Like that you would throw in while you're working, but you could make it like a dedicated like introduction to, hey, this is the concept I use for the welding. This is the concept I use for metal moving and shaping and whatnot, right? Like just a thought. Yeah. Stratos, we want to plan a mission. We need food and yeah, 100 is a big big milestone for any channel. 40 and 10. Okay. So No. Destination origin is Earth. We're going to go to the moon. Next. This here. Next. Add resources. Add resources. All right. It's going to be metal and food. The metal we need 40. The food we need 10. Next. Rotary launch. Next. Yeah, I know. I'm happy about it. Now just need to reach affiliate and I'm happy. But we went to the moon already. No, we did, but we're trying to colonize it essentially. It's our first production off planet. So all right, so it is there, right? So now we should be able to craft that. And we can send you back to Earth. All right, Moon, we still... Okay, we bolstered our production there a little bit, or our stockpile there a little bit. Okay, cool. Send that back. We're building the habitation there. Fish, I'm racking up those channel points when you making merch. I'm making merch when I get to 1,000 followers. Yeah. Sorry, blanking you out for a moment, but I could see that my camera was dirty. I'll make merch when I have 1,000 followers. So you help me get to 1,000 followers. Well, I'd buy some today if you had it. I appreciate that, Mustard. It was just the milestone I set for myself. I did help. I am one of them. Yes. Yeah. Yep. How's our construction here going? Good. 33 days left. Our construction here, 51 days left. And our research, 60 days left. I respect it. Cool. Outpost is now constructed on Luna. Harusamapan! What's up? What up, doll? What up, doll? Ooh, I can eventually build that. All right. Okay. Okay, even though I would love to stay and watch this game, because I'm a sucker for everything space, it's 2 a.m., and I need to wake up like a normal human being for once in these 2 weeks. All right, no problem. Enjoy. And Mustard, thank you so much for sending Ozzy a gift sub. Ozzy, enjoy that ad-free viewing. And... emotes for the next month. Heck yeah, I love it. I love the lightsaber. No, Ozzy's not the one leaving, Anno. It's it's simply Blacksmith that's heading out. All right. So we have. So we can do those two. Fuel refinery needs people. Oh, actually, so next I can send people up to there. with alloy. Okay, that makes sense. All right. I'm tracking it now. Five tons. Okay. And if I were to build... Oh, no. Okay. 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 Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. 2 tons. Night mustard. Night simply backsmith and deep. Oh. Well. And derp. Derp. Anyway. Alright. Let's get Earth spinning. We've researched new stuff. Oh, sweet. We do have an access to that now. For power. How much? It doesn't require people. Good. All right. All right. Actually, what do you consume? Silicone. We have 0.8 coming in a day, and that or 0.08 coming in a day, and that requires. Okay. So, let's plan a mission. Earth to the moon. Next. Yep, that. Next. Add module. Crew module. Add resources. All right. We want alloys, and we want 10. Next. We'll do that again. Oh, we can't do that. Okay. We can do that, though. Oh, no. We want to see this. Alright, that'll be... With what we have on the planet, on the moon, that'll be enough. Arrived at Luna. Cool. Now, we're going to send you home. Boop. To Earth. Next. One of these. Next. No people on it. We're leaving them in the hab. Cool. Now let's come over here where they're at. All right, now we want to construct batteries and a solar array. We have enough for a solar array. And then I need metal. So how fast is that going down? 0.1. You heading out, Mushy? So if I build one of these, so I have this here that allows me to write and erase super easy. So I would need metal. I need 50 of that, right, for the hydroponics. Power production, I already have everything I need there. So it's literally just metal, 0.2 per day, and that uses 0.08. So I'd still get a net positive on that. Okay. You also want me to build one of those. So we'll throw in the 10 alloy because I have a total of 100 tons I can fit in there. So that would be... We're already at 50, so I could throw another 50. Let's throw in the rare metal. $40, and then we can throw in the electric at 10, and that'll still leave us with needing 30 alloy in order to build the battery. And that is battery. Cool. Six months. 6.9 months. Okay. Okay. You're down there. Earth. Mission plan. To the moon. Next. Stratos. Next. Add resources. Metal. Actually, I think I'm going to leave the electronics out for the moment. Do I already have the metal on board? No, that's the 50 for the metal. Okay. That's the 50 for the metal. Add resources. Let's do rare metal 40. Add resource. We're going to go with supplies and add that as 10. So this still needs 10 electric. And that will give us our full loadout. All right. Oh, we're paused. Arrived on Luna. Luna, how's our food doing? That bolstered us and gave us some years. 20 days left on that. Gonna immediately turn around and build that. Right? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Habitation module holds up to 10. We have 5 crew on board it, or inside of it. I want to see that go positive before I send the next 5. Send this back to Earth. Earth and the moon. Earth. All right. Our electricity is holding stable. What isn't positive? Radiation. Food is a positive. Thank you, Oz. We got some good amounts of polymer. Food is going up. We should probably plan our next trip with so we have our mining. Oh, right. We are waiting to get more alloy before we created construction equipment. Oh, and our research finished? Okay. So we have that. We have to build that. This gives us 2 tons of 5 tons of mass. I don't know. Okay. So launching that to okay. First fusion spacecraft. That this probably requires solar sails. That okay, let's make ourselves a queue here. What is this? Oof, that's... Increase solar array power production by 50%. Nice. Let's add that to our queue. Oh, our queue's over here. Okay. Nice. What's this? Power sets. I'm not producing exotic metals at the moment. Add that to the queue. Okay, so that's adapting that to... Okay. Whatever. Got it. So... You're building that. Boom. Habitat has power. 150 days. More than enough. Uh-huh. I like eating mustard at night. What's wrong with that, man? Let's see. What? Ew. I mean, you know, sometimes you need that twang. I mean, tang. All right. As soon as that is built. Oh, wow. China, you're way behind the power curve there. And Mars, how you doing up here? You have a drilling thing on site. And you have... another mission to return to Mars. Alright, Earth. How are we doing? Okay. I'm willing to spend the money now on this. Yes! And now Luna should be... 5 total people. 2 are in that. 1 is there. Alright. So, now we can plan the mission to send people back to the moon. Next. With this. Next. Add module. The crew gives me 10. And then I need 10 electronics and 30 alloy. I'm going to have to buy the alloy. Oh. Okay. Let's switch over to this. Earth. No, not max. We want 30 total. $30. And that'll let us build our next thing on the moon. Can't do the rotary. Have to do the eagle. We'll do that. We're going to have... I don't need 180 days. I just need... Let's just do 22 days. All right. All systems are agoo. We have arrived on the moon again. All right. So that should fix that. Oil refinery. Right, that was for a battery. Uh-huh. Nope, 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 nope. This here, battery. Accept. Cool. Mining. Okay. So now we'll have the battery to store power. To store extra power. Oh, wait a minute. Cancel building that for a moment. So we want to build... We have to build water extractor and the fuel. That requires 5 people. We'll have 7 people working at that point. Five. That puts us over... $5, $10. So honestly, we could use another outpost. Can only be one on this object. Oof. What do you mean not enough crew? There's an excess of people. Oh, maybe if I do this. To Earth. Next. One of those. Next. Add module. Crew compartment. We're not taking any of the people with us. Next. None. Bare minimum. Okay. Hit play. Oh, I don't have... I need to have carbon. Okay. That makes sense. I need carbon. All right. Well, with that, all right. I guess focus on my current mission because I have 4 years before I have to send them more food. How do you know how much it requires for a launch versus using lots of fuel that goes wasted? So unused fuel doesn't go wasted. It gets left behind wherever you go. Unless you bring it back as cargo. And so when you so we'll do a hypothetical mission here, right? From the moon to this place, right? Hypothetical mission. So with this hypothetical, we'll use that next. Not going to do any of that. Going to use none because we don't need to. So, like right now, optimal, right? So you look here, it tells you the flight cost. Oh. Cool, I see what you're talking about. I'll just turn off my face for a little bit. So, over here in the corner that my face was covering up, which actually I can probably move myself over top of the NASA logo. There. Right, this bottom corner here is what allows me to see, when I hover over it, flight cost, leftover propellant. So there you go. No, we're going back to the moon. So that would be 2 launches to get. So water. I need 125 iron, right? And then for fuel production. Okay, yeah. Okay. For fuel production, I need 50 metal and 100 rare earth. Or rare metal. So that would be 60, 80, 185 tons of cargo. No, the leftover doesn't get wasted. Boop, boop, boop. Maybe you should clean them. Dear Twitch, what did you force reload? I shouldn't have force reloaded anything. Yeah, no habitat yet. Because I'll need to send a large batch of carbon to the moon for the habitat, or for the food production. And we're already having to send food every 4.5 years, or I already have to send food again in 4.5 years, so I've got time. A stream to update your UI. No habitat. Catching up. But the leftover does not go to waste. Man, the moon, those guys suck. Notice the year. I'm guessing the in-game, guessing that's the in-game year. Yes, it is. And holy cow, I paused it on today. That is a good note. I love it, dude. All right, come back to Earth. We've done all that planning, production. That's kilotons. So we have a metric rectum ton of that. Sure. The 2020, I believe. Earth to the moon. Next. This. Next. Add resources. Let's go with metal. Next. That will be... Out of the 185 metal I'm going to need, that means I'll have 85 left. With 10 rare. So that'll be 95. Yeah, okay. Next. Moon's got plenty of fuel at the moment, so we're going to do that. Unpause. Moon. Send it back. To Earth. Next. That. Next. 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 Cool. All right. Oh, I already have the rare there for a different project. So that gives me an extra 10. Whatever. We'll just cool. We'll call it gravy. Built a lot on the moon in only 6 years. Yeah, right? There's already a lot built on the moon. NASA is just covering it. Yeah, it's on the dark side, guys. So it's on the dark side. So you just can't see it, you know? All right. All right, Earth to the moon. Chemtrails block our view. The Earth is flat. Actually, it's a cube, just like in Minecraft. Add resource. Metal. Should be 85. That explains why the Chinese one blew up trying to land on the dark side. Transformers. Robots in disguise. Transformers. Magical thighs. So here, just to show you, right? I've got leftover of 55 tons. Ooh, ooh. How much is this weigh? That weighs 15 tons. Okay, so after the next mission, we're going to... Nine tons. How much does it take to build another spacecraft? Oh, gross. Okay. At least we're chipping away on the construction stuff. Luna, build me the fuel refinery. Accept. So 50... Wait a minute. If I have 50 left... We'll send 85 just to be on the safe side. I think my maths... Okay, yep, whatever. Launching it and landed. Nice. So now... Yep, there is an excess of 10. Mining. So I will need a habitat at this point. So it won't go beneath minimum needed for launch. Correct. So is it bad to have cereal for dinner? No, not at all. I will end up needing a habitat because this requires 10. And this, this requires 5 and that requires 5. So that's 10 total people, right? 5 crew and 5 crew. So they can't do power and... I mean, I guess the battery... The storage works for now and it would alternate? Oh, we'll find out. We're about to finish the Moon Base Alpha. Important info! Unlike other spacecraft, solar sails do not expel propellant. Their lightweight construction and large reflective surface allow them to move using the minuscule pressure of sunlight to slowly change their orbit. This means they do not require refueling, but they can only take the slowest paths between objects. They are also unable to reach more distant objects, as sunlight is not strong enough past the asteroid belt to let them maneuver. Cool. So I can use them to go back and forth from Mars. Daedalus, a simple photon kite, needs no fuel but limited in range. Can do 2 tons of cargo. So when I'm ready to, when I have something in orbit around Mars, then I can, okay. Let's do a hypothetical launch. Hypothetical from Earth to Mars. Because that only gives me 5 tons, so that's not enough. Next, cargo and construction equipment. Next. Next. Tons left over. Mission, no flight plan. You have all required resources for this mission. I'm not sure. Okay. So Earth. Okay, so we don't currently have that rocket there, because... Plan mission from there to Earth. Next, spacecraft, one of those. Next. The moon... So if you notice, the whole fuel part there has increased. I think I have an idea. We're going to see how well this works out. We're also going to create ourselves a save point. To guarantee that we have a spot to go back to. Okay, so I'm thinking what we want to do is get as much fuel up to the moon as possible. And then what we're going to do is launch from the moon. So we're going to start sending an excess of fuel up with us. And we're going to move our construction module and our construction equipment and mining module to the moon. And we'll end up sending from the moon to Mars. Bam! We're back. We're back, baby! All right. Also, we want to start planning for building a permanent habitat. We got both of those there. We already have... Okay. Yeah. To the moon again. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. It won't let me do that because we don't have the resources. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do, because we'll need 100 metal and 20 food supplies. Cool. Yes. No. Lunar. Next. Stratos. Next. Add resources. Add resource. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put 50 metal and we'll do 10 of that And we're going to take 40 tons of that plus maxed out fuel here, right? Because then the leftovers stay on the planet. So we're on the moon. We now have a super excess of fuel. Right? Huge jump from the leftovers. We have a butt ton of extra food now. We knew that. 80 days left to build that. Okay, cool. And then 50 days to build that. And then 150 days to build that. To Earth. Next. That. Next. Minimal fuel taken from it. Beautiful. And so now we have 50 and 10. What all you got up there, China? Not a whole lot. Okay. Pause. We're back. We've observed Uranus. Moon. Moon button. Moon button. All right. Look at that. Our 22nd mission to the moon. How exciting. How exciting. 50. 10. Fuel. An extra 40. Next. That. Next. Send the full load so we get an extra 400. Not bad. How? 28 seconds. Not bad. How's the pizza service? It's a little cold by the time it gets there. So now we launch. We're on the moon. We have the stuff to make it. We're now at 800 tons and expensive freeze-dried pizza. Yeah, I know what you meant. All right. So, a mission to Earth. Next. One of these. Next. Not throwing anything in there. Cool. Minimum removal. Nice. Launch that. Here it comes. Boom! We're on Earth. We're making the habitat. What do we have here for this? We have spare alloy there. That's building. Nice. Without pineapple. Have it stored on the outside of the craft and it'll just be desiccated naturally. Agreed, no pizza. Or no pineapple. No pineapple! Pineapple? No! Pineapple? Hey, Guardian! Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the safety of the school. All right. Now that we're building a habitat, we're going to do our 23rd mission to the moon. Stratos. Cool. Yeah, add resources. Carbon. 5 tons of carbon. Add module. Mining module. Add module. Construction equipment. Cool. That will send both of them up there. And then we're going to add more resource and finish it out by topping off with fuel, which is well in excess of what I'll need for the return trip. We can do that because there's no people on board. We can do that, and that'll give us our 1.23 kilotons in excess on the moon. There it launches, and there it's on the moon. Luna now has 2 and 2. Let's go to Earth. What was that? I just saw some kind of cool, like... Oh, I guess it's just a graphical glitch. Oh, okay, so we didn't have that before. We were just launching, I guess. Because I don't see one of those in our list of stuff there. Don't care about the production. I'm not worried about the habitat at the moment. Oh, no. That's a spacecraft. This is... Can I... I'm not sure. All right, let's see here. Oh, that shows the radiation. Gotcha. So, plan a mission. No, we're not planning a mission. Launch vehicle. Spacecraft. Actually, I think I want to build that on my orbital. Right? Spacecraft. So let's send... I need 120 poly and 20 metal. Right? Okay. Let's go back to Earth now. Zoom out. Whoop. Okay. So. Okay, so. Oh, interesting. It doesn't seem like I only can build it there. Yeah, okay. Okay, okay. Uh-huh. No, okay. Sorry, doing brainy things and whatnot. Plan a mission. To Mars, right? Hypothetical. Next. One of those. Next. Add module. Add module. Optimal. I feel like for whatever rocket I send, it's going to be a one-way trip. For now. Mars. We have metal there. We have water there. Silicone. Noble gases. It looks like it's doable. So let's... not make this hypothetical. Okay. That. Add module. That. Right? Next. Launch vehicle, none. Optimal. $25, so $75? That'll give us nowhere near the amount left over that we... 86 left over. I wish I could just click on... optimal. 7 plus... Let's add the fuel. Let's add the fuel. 75. Oh, 80? Oh, yeah. 80. Optimal. All right. We're doing that. And then we're also Sending this back to Earth. Cool. So now we've got a planned mission to Mars that will be launching soon. Also, we're producing food. Oh. Moon Base Alpha. A permanent base of operation allows us to expand our operations on Luna and beyond. With such an operation center, we can develop space flight infrastructure. Great job. New contract, research laboratories. Cool. So this here, construct a research laboratory on the moon. To improve our research efforts, we need to learn more about the worlds we are trying to explore. You can do this by constructing and crewing laboratories on other objects. You can only build one on each object, and they provide diminishing returns the more you build them. But each one improves the speed of your research significantly. And I get 3 million for that. I got a good chunk of change for the last thing. This is going. Let me check on Luna. Okay. So you're built. You're being built. You have a year left. This is going to last us 5 months. But that's fine because we're producing more food than we're spending, which is important for a base of operation. I'm going to guess science is live now. Yep. Oh, we're still positive with water, so that's good. Okay. I'm glad I was able to watch your stream tonight. Life be life lately. Have a good night all. See you next time. Hope to see you on Saturday, Anno. I'm glad you dropped on in. I miss playing with you, bud. But I get it. Life be lifing. There's our ship to Mars. There's Mars. Okay. Good night, Anno. Good night, Anno. Good night, Anno. We hope to see you soon. What does Mercury have? Just metal and unknown. Habitation constructed on Luna. We now have a hab on Luna. All right. We also have plenty of fuel on Luna. So let's send more people to the moon, shall we? Moon. Mission number 25. Hype, hype, hype. That there. Add module. Crew. Next. I can't do the rotary. I feel like that's more than enough. I also want to add resources. I want to add some carbon. We're going to add 10. Let's add 40 tons of carbon. Nope. Let's add 32 tons of carbon. We don't need that much. They don't need that much. 21 days. Cool. How's our... Oh, there's our launch to the moon. Boom. And Mars... Look at that. They're like right next to each other. It's silly. And now we have 15 people on the moon. 15. Which then gives us our... I really should... This does... decreases the construction cost. I can send 20 people with an S compartment. I can send 100 with an M compartment and L. All right. We want to see this here. That's cool and all. How do I get the other compartments? Boost nuclear engine, boost those engines. Not search. Oh, well, I mean, I wish I could search this, but I... Good night, Ozzy. I'm not going to be much longer for this stream anyway. Exoskeletons. Skeletons. Decrease supply consumptions on spacecraft. That's cool. That's definitely something worth learning. Honestly, I feel like that's important to add to the queue. Interstellar vehicle assembly. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I unlock a bigger crew module. I feel like it should be under life support. By 5%, 10%, or an extra 5%. L-type. But how do I get the S-type? What is the L-type, first off? That allows me to have 100. But I want to know what I... Crude flight. Oh, okay. That unlocks M-type. And M-type is the one that lets me do... That's the one I want. Okay. Research. That. Bam. Harsh Mistress, colonize Luna. Oh, right. I think I had... Yeah, okay. So, back to Earth. I got distracted by hypotheticals. People stay there. Okay. Next. Next. Okay. So, send that back. Leave those extra people there. Water is still at a positive, and I'm cool with that. It's back. Okay. So if I want a lunar research facility, right? I guess that'd probably be under production. Oh, okay. So I need 100 alloy. And I need... I've got that. Cool. I have the electronics. Don't have the glass, so I would need 100 metal and 10 glass. So in order to do that, I would have to... I would first want to... add 5 more people. And then the resources. Glass. 10. No, not 100. 10. Metal. How are we on metal? We're still... we're slowly creeping up, but... Alright, and then I would have to do... No, I couldn't do that. I have to do that one. Let's send that. That's on there. Okay, so we almost have what we need in order to make the research. The research thing wants 20 people. That's fine that we don't have that because 17 are working. That would give us 3 people working on that. But it'd also give us a huge chunk of change. Well, it gives us 3 million. I mean, it's still pretty decent. Gravitational slingshot. That's whatever. That's a nice chunk. All right, let's see here. Didi, you idiot. Okay. We're getting super close. We're at about a month out from that landing. Earth. Next. That. Next. Module. Crew. Leave people behind. Next. None. Good. Jeremy! Hey, chat. Fishman hates me. Just I don't hate you. Just life be lifing, as Anadosian had said before he had to bounce like a checkbook in my ex-lady's hand. No, I am down to clown with you, Janemy. I am. Open that back up. Go to Luna. Next. That. Next. So if I did that, and then I need at least... Let's go with 20... 32. Next. That. Next. I don't need to bring that much food with me. I don't think. Do I? What am I looking at for this? Okay, yeah. Oh, gross. Okay, yeah. 9 days. Yup. Do that. How you been, girl? What you been up to? And rocket on the moon. Boom. There. I should have enough now to craft that. Oh, shoot. Okay. I missed that I need 100 alloys. Well, that's gross. That's still good for years. That's good indefinitely at the moment. Playing with Rand. Nice. Oh, back. We want our module on the Earth. Right? Because we don't need no education. In order to build that, I just need 70 of that. Okay. That would be one launch. How are we with... We're getting there. We're actually getting really close to that. So let's watch them land back on the moon. Oh, we have our rocket on Mars. We have done it. We've now delivered the same amount of stuff to Mars as China has. That's cool. All right. Launch vehicle from Mars to the moon. Optimal. We are just shy of having enough fuel. So in order to build a refinery module, okay. Well, shoot. You know what? I feel like this has become an issue for another stream. Unless updates cause it to be a broken file, which happened with our last one. But it's fine because we're getting a better feel for how things are working. Jenemy, I will respond to you once I am off stream. And boop. Priggity promise. You're welcome to pop into. Are you live right now? I just haven't seen the thing pop up. Do. Just hanging with. Oh, you're saying like pop into your Discord. Got it. I need to figure out food and see where I'm at that point. But so no superhuman promises yet on that front. You're in Rands, okay. Got it. We're going to go ahead and throw in our 2 raid messages. We're going to remind people that we have a YouTube's. I did a little over an hour play on YouTube for this game for my first impression. If you wanted to see what the first impression was like, brain not working. We'll start the Start the raid. Actually, I'm gonna just be curious. Same category. Anybody else currently streaming this? Nope. We're gonna go to our number one tonight raid. Doot, start that. We'll be live again Saturday for 7 Days to Die as normal, noon Eastern Standard till about 8 o'clock at night. Have a good night, Mr. Fish. You too, Mr. Mustard. Please show some love to my YouTube if you haven't yet, folks. We're still a growing baby channel. We're still only in the 30s for subs. Subs on YouTube are free. That being said, follows are free here on Twitch, and follows help out the stream immensely. I'd like to also say we love our lurkers. Thank you very much for anybody who's been lurking in the background. And thank you for those of you being active in chat, and just thank you in general for hanging out here. I appreciate each and every one of you. You help make this channel what it is, and if you're watching in the background, you're just kind of being quiet. There will be other streams with this game, and I hope to see you next time. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. I've been Fish. You've been great. We'll see you next time.